Hello friends, this is Dr. Mitesh Kala, presently teaching in Campion School. Welcome to the online teaching resource. Hi, in this video we are going to study constructions. Constructions, very simple topic. I will try and make it as simple as possible and effective that it becomes very smooth for you all. So basically, next we can start with the exercise for constructions of polygon. We need to understand four basic things, basic tools for construction. The first one, perpendicular bisector. The second one, angle bisector. The third one, how to draw perpendicular from a point on the line. And fourth one, how to draw perpendicular from a point outside the line to the line. So once we know these four things, after that it is going to be very simple to tackle the exercise. So first let's understand these basic construction techniques and then we can get into the textbook. So let's begin with the first one, perpendicular bisector. So our first tool, perpendicular bisector, which will look like this. How do we construct this? So let's get into it. First, obviously you will take your side AB. We're taking AB of 8 centimeters so that it is easy to bisect. So we're plotting the point A and B 8 centimeters. Once you've done this, keep your compass on point A then and take the radius on the compass as greater than half of AB. I repeat, take the radius on the compass greater than half of AB. Otherwise the point of intersection will not appear. So keeping the compass on point A, taking the radius greater than half of AB, let's mark an arc above the line AB. Once we've done the same thing, we are going to do below the line AB without changing the radius now. The radius on the compass has to remain the same. Same process we will follow on from point B without changing the radius of the compass. Whatever we took for the first arc, same for the remaining 3 arcs. Now the point of intersection which we see of these 4 arcs, when we connect these 2 points, automatically what we have now derived is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So this line is dividing AB right at the middle and that too at 90 degrees. So I hope with this now you know how to draw perpendicular bisector. Let's get into our second tool, angle bisector. So how will the angle bisector look like? It's right over there on the screen. Now how are you going to construct this? So start with construction. What are we going to do? First, obviously you're going to create any angle of any measurement. So we're taking the base, naming it as AB. Once the base is drawn, we'll draw an angle to it of any measurement and we'll call it as AC. Once the angle is generated, how are you going to do the bisector of this angle? So keep your compass on point A, take suitable radius and cut an arc like this. The 2 points that you will get on the line are C and D with the arc. Now keep your compass on C and cut an arc like this of any measurement. A slightly greater is better. The same radius, keep it on D and cut another arc. So 2 arcs, these 2 same radius. The point of intersection of these 2 arcs, if you join with A, now what we will get is called as your angle bisector, which will look like this. Let's see if the angle bisector, the measurements are correct. So the first angle, that is DAE, is 30 degrees. Let's look at the second angle, that is EAB, also is 30 degrees. So what have we generated now is the angle bisector. I hope you get it now how to draw the angle bisector. So what are we now drawing is a perpendicular from a point on the line. It will look like this. There is a point A and from point A on the line anywhere we are drawing a perpendicular. So how are we going to draw the perpendicular? Let's look into it. So first obviously we are going to construct any line and mark a point A on that. Yeah, so that's your line right over there and we are marking a point A on that. Then take your compass, place it on point A and take a suitable radius, not very big, and construct an arc just like this, which is shown on the screen. Once you've constructed the arc like this, complete semicircle, keep your arc on this point and cut an arc. Keep your arc on the other point and cut another arc. This point of intersection, if I join with A, automatically what I will get is your perpendicular from point A. Let me make you understand what have we done. We first kept the arc on this point, which was 0 degrees. And then we kept the arc on the compass on this point, which was 180 degrees. So basically we bisected 0 and 180. So we get the midpoint of that, that is 90 degree, or mid angle of that, that is 90 degree. There are 2 methods to construct 90 degree. One is this which we did. Second, I would have cut an arc over here at 60 and then 120, which we already know how to draw. And then 60 and 120, if you bisect, what you get is 90. Any methods are allowed. Whichever method you feel you are comfortable, you can do that. So that's your perpendicular from a point bisector. So now we are trying to understand how to draw a perpendicular from a point outside the line, which looks like this. The point outside the line is point A, and that's your line. So how will we draw this perpendicular? Let's look into it. So first, obviously the base of any line is what we are going to do. Once we get the base, we will mark a point A anywhere outside the line. Once you've drawn the base and the point A outside the line, take your compass, keep it on point A. Take suitable radius so that it can reach to the bottom line, and cut your arcs just like this, as you can see on the screen. So you'll have to cut two arcs, one here and the second one here, both of the same radius. Can you see these two arcs? Then keep your compass on the first arc, take suitable radius and cut an arc here. Now without changing the radius again, keep this on this point and cut another arc. Wherever the two arcs intersect, join it with point A, and what you will then see is your perpendicular being drawn from a point A to a line that's 90 degrees. So I hope now you understand how to drop a perpendicular from a point outside the line. Hi, we're getting into constructions, finally into sum number 1. So after understanding the basics, let's see how can we actually construct it. So look at your question number 1, part 1. I want everyone to try, draw the rough diagram and see how much do you understand, and then we can begin. So in this particular question, can you see the rough diagram right over here? Yeah, on top. Perfect. So it says quadrilateral ABCD you need to construct, in which AB, BC, CD and DA, all four sides given and one angle is given to you. So using four sides and one angle, obviously you're going to start with the base BC as first, 5.4. So let's see how can we construct it. So you can see the construction here. So that's your line. The best tip is when you're doing your construction, you should immediately mark your points like B, C and the labels also. So can you see that A, and now here B, and then here it's here you should mention 4.3 immediately, okay, so that later on you don't forget. Now for 75 degrees, so we already know how to draw 75. Keep your compass on point B, cut an arc of suitable radius as you can see, then keep your compass here, cut further arc. This first arc is going to give you 60 degrees in case if you do not know, and the second one is going to give you 120 degrees. When you bisect these two, you will get 90. So keeping on this first one, I cut the arc, and then we shall keep it on this second one and we will get another arc. Joining this particular point along with this point B, we will get 90 degrees, but that's not what we want. What we need is 75. So now you must keep it on this point, and second is this point, which is very, very important. People keep it right over here and they mess up. So please keep it on this point and cut your arc. So this is going to bisect 90 and 60, and what you can now see is a 75 degree. So we managed to get a 75 degree angle. Now let's take it further. You can get CD as 5 or maybe AB as 4.3. So keeping it on B here, cutting an arc of 4.3, and that is going to give you your point C. Yeah, sorry, 5.4. AB though we have taken the base, BC is the other side. Immediately mark that point as point C, which is 5.4. Don't forget that. I hope you are able to do construct till here. Now two more sides given. So from C we are cutting an arc of 5, and then from A we cut an arc of 4.8. So automatically when these two meet over here at this point that we've got becomes your point D. Just join the sides and your construction is ready. So trust me, construction is a very, very simple topic. You will simply enjoy this topic. So you must try your best understanding these sums, and they are actually bonus marks for you. Do not forget labeling, like this 5 centimeter, and one more you will be seeing here as well, AD 4.8. So all these labelings that you can see, they carry 1 mark. You forget to label anything, you will lose your mark. So please don't forget that. Alright, let's go on with the next question. Alright, so let's begin with the next question, 1 part 3. So I want you to please go through that question, draw the rough diagram on your own, and only once you are done with your rough diagram, I will start. The question is right on top, the rough diagram is also there. So come on, try it out on your own. If you do not get, then come back, watch. Okay, so let's begin. This says you have to construct a quadrilateral, a huge one. So I think I'll have to move aside. So 8 centimeters as the base. Two base angles have been given as 60 and 75, and two more sides. So you get your base 60 and 75. You already know how to draw, cut arcs and join. So nothing great. So let's see how the construction would work. Alright, so the pencil is moving all over me. I don't know. Yeah, here it goes. So that's your base, and your base is AB. As I told you last time, please label it immediately so that you do not forget at the end and you do not lose your marks on that. Alright. So we are labeling AB, and then going on to A. You are cutting from A 60 degrees. So you already know how to do it. An arc of suitable radius, and then from this point you are cutting an arc further at 60, joining it, and what you get is a 60-degree arc straight away. You can cut 6 centimeter from A. So when you cut 6 centimeter from A, you will get your point D right on top over there. So we got our point D as well. And then from B, you need to take 75 degrees. So let's first name this one as point D. Now for point B from here, keep your compass here and cut your arc from here for 75 degrees. So suitable radius, first you're going to cut an arc. And then at this point, we will cut an arc further with the same radius without changing it. So this is your 60. And then keeping it here, we will cut one more arc further. So what we will get is 120. Right? Once you get this 120, from 120 and 60, we will bisect to get 90. So this is from 60 you're cutting. And then from 120 also you're going to cut. And then joining from this point B right up over there, what we are going to get is a 90-degree mark. So let me move on to the other side. Yeah, this is better now. And then from this particular point, which you can see right over there, cutting an arc, and then for 90, from 90, not from here on top, okay, don't forget, people cut from this point, cut from the bottom point, and then when you join this, what you get is a 75 degrees. Now from point C, you're going to cut 5 centimeters, no, sorry, 4.5. From point B. So keeping your compass on B, cut an arc 4.5, and this point right over here is going to be your point C. Okay, and then when you connect it with D, construction is ready. So as I told you, construction is very simple. Only two basic things you must know. First is different types of angles, how to construct, and after that things are sorted. And second thing, always draw a rough diagram. No rough diagram, you will lose 1 mark straight. So rough diagram compulsory. Do not forget that. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this particular question, and most of you all managed to get it. Great job. Alright. So the next one that I want you to try is 1 part 4. 1 part 4 is exactly a similar question. So first draw the rough diagram, then I will put it up on the screen, the rough diagram, and only then we will start with the construction. So pause the video, try it out. Yeah, here you go with the rough diagram. So if you look at the rough diagram, you've been given 3 sides and 2 base angles. So how to get the 3 sides and the base angles, we already did it in the previous one. So come on, pause, finish the entire sum, only then come back. So let's see how the construction would happen. So first you will construct the base like this. So when you construct the base like this, you have AB, which is going to be, BC or AB, I don't know, 6.5, BC, yeah. 6.5. So point B you can see right over there, and this side point C. Label it right now. Do not forget, do not keep it pending, otherwise you'll lose marks. Now from point B, 75. So keeping your compass right out over there, cut an arc of suitable radius, and now keep your point on compass on this point. Same radius, cut an arc, so you get 60, and then from this point cut further arc, one more arc right over there. So you get 120, and then from these 2 arcs that we have already generated right now, cut further arcs and you will get 90. So there you go. From point B now, if you join to this point right up over there, what you're going to get is a 90 degree. So draw your 90 degree, and then from this point on 60, cut an arc, and then from this point on 90, cut further arcs. So these 2 arcs are going to give you 75. So once you got your 75, connect it with B, and you got your 75 degrees from B. From B, you can further cut an arc of 5 centimeter. So from this BC, immediately I am mentioning over there, so don't forget to label. Now from B, you can cut an arc of 5 to get your point A. So this point is your point A, and you can immediately write the measurements as well. So that is going to give you our first side. Now from point C, this point, we need 120 degrees. So keep your compass on this point here, and then with suitable radius, cut your arc. Alright. And from this point that we get after cutting the arc, keep your compass without changing the radius, cut the first arc that you can see right on top, that is 60. From here cut one more arc right on top here, without changing you get 120. And now when you connect C with this point, what you get is 120 degrees. And then from this point C, we are going to cut an arc of 4.8 to get point D. So keep your compass on this point C over here, cut an arc of 4.8 to get your point D, and that's it. If you got your D, connect it to A and your construction is ready. So I hope most of you all manage this sum on your own. If you got it, brilliant, great job. Please see to it, you should try these sums, and they are bonus for you every time I'm repeating. So there your entire construction is ready. I hope you are enjoying it. Yeah, brilliant. So the next one that I want you to begin is 1 part 5. Draw the rough diagram, come back, then I'll show it to you on the screen. But first, draw it on your own, and rough diagrams are all compulsory. Alright, so can you see it right up over there? So is your rough diagram exactly like this? Brilliant. What have we been given? We've been given 4 sides and 1 diagonal. So you can draw one triangle first, and then we can draw the other triangle. So let's begin. Let's take the base as AB. So can you see right over there, AB? I'm sure you must have already done this and then you've come back. Yeah, if not, please pause and try it. So first point A and then point B, immediately label them, and whatever the measurement, I think 6 centimeters. Yeah. So once you got your base as 6 centimeters, you can cut an arc of 6 for the diagonal, that is AC. So, or maybe the other side from B. So from B, you're cutting an arc to locate your point C, and then from A as well, 6 centimeters. So once both the arcs meet, this will help you to get your point C. So that's it, you get your point C straight away. Let's join it. So you join these two, you join these two. Immediately do not forget to label. So right up over there, put your point, that is your point C, and immediately label 4 centimeters and label here also whatever measurement this is. Come on computer, please label. Yeah, 6 centimeters. Now for the other triangle, over to the other side. So keep your compass on A, cut an arc like that up over there, and then keep your compass on point C, cut an arc again wherever these two arcs intersect, that is this point. That point becomes your point D. Join it with A and C and you have your construction ready. What have we forgotten? Yes, we forgot to label AD and CD, also point D. So there you go, point D being labeled. Okay, let's mention over here to 4.5 centimeters and mention on top here as well whatever measurement, 5 centimeters. Don't forget to label. So 2 things, one is labeling and second is rough diagram. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this constructions. Great job. So we are getting into the second part. This is constructions of parallelogram. So few basics before we begin. Number 1, parallelogram opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, opposite angles are equal. Alright, diagonals bisect each other. These 4 basic properties should be known. The most important is diagonals bisect each other and opposite angles or sides are equal. So I want you to now to begin with sum number 2 part 1. Draw the rough diagram, come back, I will show you, and then we shall start with construction. Alright, so please pause right now. Okay, so there you go with your rough diagram. Is it similar to this? Perfect. So now that your rough diagram is drawn, what have you been given? You've been given 2 sides and 1 angle between the 2 sides. If two sides are known, the other 2 sides are exactly the same, and 1 angle is known. That will help you to build from there. Alright, so let's begin with our construction. So first you're going to draw your base. So in this case we are taking the base as AB, right over here you can see, which is of 3.6 centimeters. Don't forget to label. I am again and again insisting on this. If you forgot to label, you lost marks then straight away. So first A and B and immediately 3.6. After that B 120. So keep your compass on this point B over here. Cut an arc of suitable radius and without changing the radius, keep your compass now on this point and cut an arc further 60, and then on this point over here, if you cut an arc further, what you're going to get is 120, and that's exactly what you want. So connect these 2 points and you get your line for 120 degrees. Then BC is 4.5, so again from B, keeping the compass, cut an arc of 4.5 centimeters. So once you cut an arc of 4.5 centimeters, what you got is your point C. Don't forget to label all these 120, 3.6 and your point C like over there. Alright, immediately label it here also, whatever the measurement of BC is, that is 4.5. Now onto the other side. Now you know the other two sides are 3.6, 4.5. So from A, we are cutting an arc of 4.5 because we know BC is equal to AD and AB is equal to CD. So from C, you are cutting an arc of 3.6 because opposite sides are equal. Joining these two lines, this point that we just now got is going to be your point D, and the entire diagram is ready for you. Do not forget to label. Opposite sides are equal, therefore we took the arcs and we made our life very simple. So don't forget to use those properties of parallelogram. Alright, I hope you are getting all these sums and you are enjoying, and you are also labeling at the same time. Brilliant. Alright, so the next one is 2 part 3. We are still on parallelograms, so come on, draw a rough diagram, come back. This is how your rough diagram looks like. Brilliant. You've been given 2 sides and 1 diagonal. So basically opposite sides are equal, so you've been given all 4 sides and 1 diagonal. So isn't this very simple now? You just have to construct what? 2 triangles, and there you go. So let's begin with the construction. I hope you finished and you are verifying it. I repeat, you are verifying it, don't cheat. So first the base, as you can see over here, I think we can take the base AB as 5 centimeters, or maybe BC also as 4 centimeters, anything is fine. So here we've taken the base as BC 4 centimeters. Then BD is 7 and AD is 4. So keeping the arc compass on B, cutting an arc of 7 right over there to get point D, and then from C also we are cutting an arc of 5. Why? Because this particular point that we are going to get joining these 2 lines, that is B and C, is what you're going to get is D. So this point that we got is D, and we know that DC is 4 and BD is 7. So we got the first triangle right over there. So CD 5 and BD 7. So please label out over there. Yeah, don't forget that. Now over to the other triangle on the other side. So keep your compass on B again, cut an arc of 5 centimeters because A is 5 centimeters away and D is 4. So keep your arc on D right over there, cut an arc of 4, and this particular point that we've just got is your point A. Right? So when we connect these 2 points with B and D, construction is done. Don't you think this is really very simple and bonus for all you guys? Enjoy it. But don't forget 2 things. I am repeating it several times. 1, rough diagram, and 2, labeling. So there you go with the labels 5 centimeter, and on top over there here you should have 4 centimeters, right? So that's your labeling and the rough diagram as well. I hope you are getting most of the sums. Yeah. Okay, so the next one I want you to try is a good question from exam point of view. It is sum number 2 part 5. So go ahead, draw the rough diagram, come back. There you go with the rough diagram. What has been given? 2 diagonals and the angle between the 2 diagonals. So the 2 diagonals are 5.6 and 6.4 and the angle between them is 75. You've not been given any base as such. So you'll have to take one of the diagonals as your base and only then you can begin. So let's try it out, and as we draw I will teach you how to go about it. So first I'm taking one of the diagonals as my base, maybe AC as 6.4 because that's a longer diagonal. You can take any one. So there you go with AC 6.4, label it immediately, do not forget. Now we know the property of parallelogram, that the diagonals bisect each other. That means the other diagonal is passing through the midpoint of AC. So first I'll have to find where is the midpoint of AC, and for that we'll have to draw perpendicular bisector. So how to draw perpendicular bisector? Keep your compass on point A and cut an arc more than half up as well as down. Same way from C. So first on A, cutting an arc on top of suitable radius. Now without changing the radius, the arc is right over there down. Without changing the radius, keep it on C, cutting an arc on top and then cutting an arc at the bottom here as well. And the 2 points that we get, if you join them, what you've drawn is the perpendicular bisector. This perpendicular bisector helps us to locate the midpoint of AC. You can directly get it also as 3.2, but don't do that. We expect you to draw with constructions. So that's your midpoint, point M. From point M, you need 75 degrees for the second diagonal. So how to get 75? Keeping on M, cutting an arc of suitable radius, and then from here the second arc on 60, and from here another arc for 120. 120 is not needed, 60 and 90, because 90 is already there. So from 60 and 90, these 2 points, we are cutting an arc here on top, and this point when connected with M gives you 75. So we are drawing it right across because it has to go up as well as down. Now your second diagonal is 5.6. Alright, so you take half of that, that is 2.8. So from this point M, we'll cut 2.8 on top and we'll cut 2.8 at the bottom, and these 2 points that we get are going to be your points B and D, and then join with ABCD and you're done. Let's see how to go about it. So I'm using green arc. You don't have to use it, you have to use your normal pencil just to identify. So 2.8 up and 2.8 down. Immediately do not forget to label everything. So I'm labeling this point as point B and the point at the bottom as point D. Alright, also label here how much did you take BM, that is 2.8, and then join everything. So once you join, what is ready is your parallelogram using the two diagonals. This same logic we are going to use many a times when diagonals for rhombus, diagonals for rectangle and square also are given. Same logic, only in the case of square and rhombus the diagonals bisect at right angle, otherwise they don't. So I hope you're enjoying this construction and you're getting it just like that. Yeah, it really looks brilliant. Huh? Once you do it on your own, you will have a lot of confidence. Alright, I hope you're getting it. So here I also named 2.8, which is half of BD, right? Okay. The next one I want you to begin with is 2 part 7. 2 part 7 is the last question based on parallelogram, and it's a lovely question. So let's see how I want to draw the rough diagram. Draw it, come back, and then I will show you. Yeah, that's how your rough diagram should look like. And if you look, you've been given two diagonals and one angle between the two diagonals, exactly the same sum what we did previous. So we are just trying to have better practice on these types. I'm sure you all will stop the video right now, try it on your own and come back to verify rather than copying from here. Yeah, so you're going to begin with the base as one of the diagonals. So I'm taking diagonal AC as 6.7 as my base. Name it immediately A and C as 6.7. Now for the other diagonal, we already know that the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So I have taken first BD as 5 or 6.7, and then we go about with the second part. So now for that you're going to bisect this as half up and down. So keeping the compass on B, more than half on top, more than half down. Same radius from D, more than half on top and more than half at the bottom. So once you got these two, connect these 2 points, alright, and you will get your perpendicular bisector of BD. Once you got the perpendicular bisector of BD, name this point that you got over here at the midpoint as point M. Alright, now the angle between the diagonals is 60, so keep your compass on M, cut an arc of suitable radius like this, and then keeping your compass on this point here, cut an arc further to get 60 degrees. No need to do anything else because 60 is what you need. Join it up as well as down and your 60 degree is sorted. Once you get 60, the other diagonal is 5.4, so half of that 2.7. So keep your compass on M, cut an arc 2.7 on top, cut an arc 2.7 at the bottom as well. I am doing it in green, I repeat. Please do it in your normal pencil itself. Name the 2 points as point A and C and join it with B and D. So what you will get automatically is your parallelogram ABCD. Right? Don't forget to label, don't forget rough diagram. If you draw a rough diagram, great. If you do not draw, you lose 1 mark. But if you draw only rough diagram and no fair diagram, no marks. Alright, so joining AB joining AD, CD and BC. That will complete the entire parallelogram with two diagonals given, and the angle between the two diagonals is also given to you as 60 degrees. So it was the same sum as we did before, but some extra practice. So I thought I will do this sum with you. I hope you all are getting these sums and you all are enjoying it as well. Homework. I hope you enjoyed the video on constructions. You had a great time and you're getting all the sums. But unless and until you do not practice few sums on your own, you will not get a good hand. So for your homework, I want you to do these sums. Exercise 18D, 1 part 2, 4, 2 part 2, 2 part 4 and 2 part 6. All the other exercises 18A, B and C you can ignore. They are not going to be there apart. What you need to be working on is only one exercise, that is exercise 18D. Until the next video which I make, the second part of this chapter, please stay safe, take care, pray for everyone and be honest. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do write your math experience in the comment section. Thank you.